everyone, Cheek here with another Transformers review, and today I will be reviewing the Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Siege! Galactic Man Shockwave, or just Galactic Man, because, you know, Galactic Man was before Shockwave. Pretty much say that, hey, this is Shockwave, pretty much. Just gray with Galactic Man. Anyway, packaging, you know, it's just standard, you know, Generation Selects type box. Order him on Amazon for 35 bucks. Pretty good deal. This is how he came in the box, not posed like this, obviously, but with all of his power armor, if you want to call it that. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Pretty much just got him as like it makes you think a little bit of Doc Ock, but not quite, because, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unless you want to count these two things, 7, 8, but yeah, kind of cool. This one is a bit loose, but whatever, it does kind of stay on as long as you just, I guess even if you shake him, it's pretty good. Anyway, yeah, so that's about it for that. I mean, you do have the arms. These are, you don't have to have it plugged in there, but I think it makes it better for posability. It's supposed to be kind of plugged in there or there. You can pretty much plug this wherever you really want to, but that's actually probably better. But yeah, you have a lot of options. And options are always good. Now let's just go ahead and get him into his base robot mode. So you just pretty much pull everything off. And also it does give him a little bit better range of motion with his arms. Just pop off the feet. Okay, and here we have base Galactic Man Shockwave, or just Shockwave. And he has amazing light piping on his eye. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the light for the rest of this. And then the detail on the chest. I absolutely love the detail on the chest because, as you can see, there is, or hopefully can see, there's painted detail to make it look like there's wires and they're like red, white, and green, reminiscent probably of the original Galactic Man toy. And he has Galactic Man painted on there. The C is, the first C is a little scratched on my copy, but whatever. And there's silver striping up here. And that's pretty much it for the extra detail on this guy. Very similar. It's just pretty much a gray and black Shockwave. Sort of like Sound Blaster, but not really exactly the same because this is a predecessor. Anyway, head is on a ball joint. He can look down, he can look up, he can look. He does get a lot of wiggly waggly, like a lot. Maybe it's to make up for not having much of a face. And can rotate full 360. Arms can go up quite a bit, but that's also partly due to transformation. If you're going just based solely on the shoulder, not this part, it only goes that far, but hey, if you have it, you can use it. Full 360 at the shoulder, bicep swivel, about 9-degree bend at the elbow, wrist rotation, although for this arm it is kind of pointless. Hip rotation, you can do the full splits, thigh rotation, ratchet knee about 90 degrees, leg can go that far back, that far forward, and he does have some ankle tiltage, and that's about it. So, one more thing before we get him transformed, there is something, and it's not mentioned in these instructions for some reason, but these do combine to make sort of a hoverboardy thingamabob that you can do. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was on the instructions for the original Shockwave, although it's been a while since I've had him. I think I got rid of him at some point because I ended up getting a Masterpiece Shockwave, and I was like, this is much better. Wanted to consolidate, but it's like, hey, I kind of missed it because it does have a really cool spaceship mode. Okay, so yeah, just kind of open this stuff up, sort of as if you would to get ready to put on the ship, and you just, I do believe it's this side. It's one of the sides. There we are. Just, yeah, it's this side. Tab that in. Come on. There we are. And close that up. And then these just go in on the sides. Like so. And there you have like a Green Goblin-esque board that he can surf on, fly on, whatever you want to call it. It is kind of goofy, but I think it's funny that you get kind of two Spider-Man villains in one, Doc Ock and Green Goblin, so that's pretty cool. Although it doesn't want to stay on just quite right because it isn't exactly the same spot it would go on to for the main vehicle mode. Let's go ahead and get these separated. We go off, okay. So now for the main event. Galactic Man, get him into his spaceship mode. Just pretty much extend his back. Open up his chest, put his head in, close the chest, rotate his arms up. Undo that. And pretty much, there's his arms do not go together at all. He just pretty much, this just closes up around. Oh, no. Make sure that this part, sort of like with Masterpiece Shockwave, that it's on the other side, so you can do it like this. And then you just close this up, and then lift that up, because that's going to be a landing gear. Although, if you thought of it as a gun, you can think about that as the sight. There we go. Okay, and then you don't rotate the hips, you just, come on, yeah, pull that out. This would be what would normally be the handle of his blaster mode. I mean, I understand Hasbro and their reluctance to do guns, but he doesn't even look like a realistic gun whatsoever. Megatron, okay, fine, that makes more sense, but yeah, Shockwave, that's a little different. Alright, and then you just collapse that in, tab the feet, legs together, get these two halves together, tab in right there, and apparently there is a third-party upgrade kit that had some of that tabbed in like right here to do the, well, the sight thing. And then also a handle that would clip over this to actually give him a proper handle. Although if you want to plug this in up here, which you can, it's really tricky, but you can plug it in up there, or you could plug it in back here if you want. And then you could just be like, hey, hold him like this. And he still does a somewhat passable blaster, but obviously you can't have him on display like that. I guess you could, perhaps, but it still does look a little weird with like a spaceship bridge underneath. Pull that down. Just plug back in where it was. Rotate up. Ow. I thought it was trimming your nails. Rotate up. And this is his base cruiser mode. It pretty much just looks like a flying spaceship gun. I mean, it's okay, but this is where this guy actually shines, in my opinion. Not this guy specifically, but this mold. You then put this on, and yeah, it is a little bit of like parts forming, but whatever. I mean, it is to get it as power armor, so it's no different than like Ultra Magnus, really. Just tab that on, clip it in place, although it is a little bit of a stretch to get it to flip in. You just clip, and it already looks more like a battleship, a space battleship, not Space Battleship Yamato, although that would be pretty cool too. And then you tab these in, or peg in. As you can see, there is a little notch that this goes into, so it secures it in better. But just push that in, then push that in, and it's already looking even better, but this is what makes it take the cake, in my opinion. You take the feet, flip out these fins, come on, there we go. And then you just peg the, oh wait, where was it? There we go. Peg it in right there on either side. And this is what makes him look a little more leader class. But this space battleship mode, or spaceship cruiser, whatever you want to call it, looks amazing. Like, these look like they could be engines. Those definitely are engines. It looks stunning. It looks awesome. Like, I love this mold in this regard as being a spaceship, because at least it looks more like a spaceship than Soundwave's slab mode. And another thing, it's not as bright as the robot mode, but there is light piping for that, which makes it look like another eye. The only gripe I have about this mode, or him turning into a spaceship like this, is because when you look at this, you think immense size, like in this bridge, like there'd be transformers and stuff all up in there, which would be cool. Like, that is cool, but this feels more like a Titan class type scale rather than human. Because even with humans, this would still be almost Titan class. I mean, this is enormous. And I guess it'd be like a battleship mini-con, almost. Like, that'd be kind of the way I feel about this this idea. Unless he's supposed to be like some gargantuan Titan that then also turns into a space battleship, which is cool. Like, that would be cool, although this is Shockwave. Shockwave is not supposed to be that big. Anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so if you like this review of Transformers, War for Cybertron, Trilogy, Siege, Galactic Man, Shockwave, and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. Until next time, have a good one, everyone.